number 15 of Death Piles and Taxes. This is Adam, the taxes of the Death Pile and Taxes. Woo! Whoa, easy there, Ric Flair.
I had to make an introduction.
Well, I like that introduction, Rick.
I'm Derek Everett, and I'm the Death Piles of the group.
Hey,
except for we're sharing Death Piles now, so I need to learn me some taxes.
You mean, what's your AKA? Nasty Boy?
I got more AKAs than a 47.
No, Nature Boy, that's what it is.
The Nature, yeah.
The Nasty Boy.
Hey, that was another boy, we need a 90s wrestling theme podcast. There's not enough of those out there. So.
Yeah, your boy Bruce Pritchard's got that one.
Yeah, that's pretty much covered, but, it'd be fun from my perspective.
That's right, it would be fun from your perspective. So tell us, what is your death pile right now, Mr. D-Roy?
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, what's your death pile?
Oh, it's a variation of things. Like I told you, last week, I got some of my cards back, and I got some clothing items. I got a little of everything, you know me. So we're just chipping away at the stone, and had a great week in sales, though. Everything seemed to be picking up for whatever reason, and yeah, it's a good place to be right now.
So we're still playing this whole eBay thing. We're learning how to do it. Okay. $267 is what we're at.
$260. Well, funny, Kay.
I know.
Funny you should say that.
I hope Waddy hasn't beat us yet.
Well, I had a phone call today from Waddy.
Oh man.
And it was more about some things we'll get into later. But I need to share this story with you. Okay. I think it's something everyone can relate with.
All right, sure.
We're gonna come off the top. I know we usually recap the week and everything, but this is something I think that everyone will get a kick of.
Okay.
So I reached out and I said, man, I haven't heard from you in a little bit. How are things going? Still selling stuff, still doing what have you, doing a little bit of everything. So he sent me back this text, right?
Okay, what did this text say?
Well, he actually sent me a text and I called and we talked to each other a little bit, but
okay.
Basically I'll summarize it up. So he went to a movie with a friend of his the other day, and so they're sitting there getting ready to watch a movie, right? And his buddy says, hey, this is like, movie's going, but he's like, hey, I brought in some snacks.
Okay.
And so he's like, oh, cool, hands him over a couple bags, but he rips them open as he hands them over to him. Guess what they are?
I'm guessing they are key lime licorice?
Nah, that'd be too good.
Oh, peanut M&M limited edition.
Peanut limited edition M&Ms.
That's what we're talking about.
So old Waddy's been looking for these all over Seattle, right?
Oh.
Because he's like, that's a good thing to be selling.
Does he looking for a guy?
So his buddy hands these over to him, and he's like sick to his stomach once he sees what they are. And he's like, those are like $11 a bag I can get out of those. We should be eating them during this movie. And you can't say nothing because you don't want to be that guy to your friend, right, who gave you brought in the snacks and all that. You can't say, where'd you get those? I want to sell them on the internet, right?
Yes, you can.
Well, you can, but most people would just be like, hey, thanks for the thing. So he said the whole time he's eating them, he's just like feeling sick to his stomach because it's like eating money.
He's like, that M&M just cost me 15 cents.
He's like, yeah, every M&M there is like got a monetary value behind it. So I didn't actually get I didn't ask him where he's at on the store count for the month.
I know where he is. He's not hit 300 yet. Because if he did, he would have told me.
We know about the second he hits 300. It's the race to that for you too. So
my wife and I were praying today that we'd hit that 300 mark before today, but we didn't.
No.
So getting into your your sales, your store, kind of what you need to do. How many items do you have listed?
Oh boy, you'd have to ask me that, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, that's what this show's kind of about, making money.
Well, why don't you do a little detour for about 5 minutes? I'll take my phone off the airplane mode and I'll look it up and give you the exact count.
I'll do it. Just so you know, we've really taken this bull by the horns, my friend. We're not even just doing the taxes anymore. We're getting involved in the death pile, except mine's going to be called the moving pile.
The moving? No, I like that.
Yes.
You got to get them listed to get moving, though.
So, my wife, who's way better at listing than I am, I've done 2. She's done about 60. So the percentages of who's doing work, the ratio is she's doing a lot more than I am. But that's the thing is we just took a lot of items and listed. We did what you said. We went and found some really good, some sound inventory. We've been going to different thrift stores. We've learned a lot. different items because it takes money to ship.
Yep.
Learning that out.
Yep.
Losing money at items to learn that out.
Hey, it's you got to pay some lessons, so.
Shipping Seinfeld game costs more than you'd think.
Oh, I was the one that did that one for you.
I know.
I know exactly what that was.
Thanks for taking that bill, buddy.
Yeah.
Learning my vest that I sold, pretty dang cheap to ship. It's like $4, I think. Tupperware is a little more expensive than you think. Once it hits that like 14 to 16 ounces,
that's a big bounce.
It kind of kicks it, which is really strange. But we, and by we I mean mostly her, I think she listed like 30 items last night.
Oh, wow. In a night.
In a night, yeah.
That's awesome.
So we did all these shirts, just did them on and on and on. So right now I think we currently have like 55 items listed.
55?
Yeah.
That's not
active
bad.
Listings. So no, we're working pretty hard to make some listings because we found this out, you can't make money unless you got things listed.
Well, there's a secret to that too, but active listings right now in my store, I have 1,182 items.
So we're just a smidge behind you.
You're getting there. 50, I mean, that ain't not bad from where you were a week ago, right?
Yeah, I mean, we did what you said, and we went and found some stuff that we're, again, kind of learning. A lot of it's men's shirts.
Yeah.
That's the secret, honestly, because they're easy to ship, they're super cheap.
They're lightweight, yeah.
We found a different place, and, we got them for, $1 or $2. We went yarding today.
You went out to the sales, huh?
Went out some yardie today.
Oh, you're on a Thursday. Thursday. So you're
Thursday.
First of the week guy.
I don't know I know there's a strategy, and I'm still kind of like learning it, because I've been to yard sales before, but never with the intent to
Yeah,
sell.
never I'm going to flip this.
So I'm a pretty friendly guy. So, I'll strike up the conversation because I want to know what they're doing, and then you kind of get an idea what you can get.
Get moving, you lose a lot of weight. What's all this about?
Exactly. So, how do they already? They're moving to, Las Vegas area. Oh, yeah, that's where I used to live, and, he's going to be a pilot stuff. So, on it, then I know, like, all right, she's ready to sell.
Man, they're wanting to get rid of this crowd.
They're ready to move stuff. So, my wife is pretty good. She went in there, found some good clothing that we know is pretty good, and paid $1 a piece.
Yeah, that's the best about the yard sales. It's kind of funny. You got kids and stuff that you can have run around. I'll be the guy in there just by myself sometimes, picking up women's clothes, random weird sizes. They're like, does this guy have like 20 kids, all different sizes? And why is he buying women's shoes and
high heels?
High heel. Yeah,
Purses.
what's this guy doing on the weekend, But cash money talks, and yeah, you can get out there pretty cheap, especially like you say, if they're moving, it's early, they don't want to be doing this their whole weekend, they'd rather be packing boxes of what they are keeping. So
yes, so we found some good stuff. There was one thing I was trying to be kind of discreet about the items I was looking up. My wife finally did it on her phone. Well, I'm still trying to get it on my phone because we just left the Walmart doing the retail arbitrage. You just scan it and you're like, ooh, that's not bad. I think we bought like 6 different, or all the same filter for some aqua tank or something, water tank. Spent like $3 per thing, and they sell for like $12, $13. So
that's not bad. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Some stores, Walmart's pretty good, but I know Target in the past and stuff. If they catch you doing that, they'll kick you on out. They're not too friendly to some of the arbitragers. So you gotta be a little discreet. But then, like that's money's money, right?
Money's money. So that's what we've been up to.
Well, I think this week I came up with some stuff about the stores. I kind of have the same thing like I told you a couple of weeks ago. When I'm up, everyone's up, right, in my mind.
Yes.
I just figure, talking about this on the podcast, everyone knows what I know, and that's the whole reason to do the podcast, is to tell people what I've been doing and kind of that. But in my back of my mind, I'm like, oh, everyone knows how to set up a store. Everyone knows the different levels. Everyone knows shipping. After talking with Waddy a little bit about shipping, I think we'll do stores this time.
Ooh.
Maybe tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Next week we'll dive a little more into shipping. And I know we've went over it, but maybe go a little deeper because hashtag rookie mistakes happen, right?
Ooh, rookie mistakes. I like that.
But all in all, pretty good week.
Well, let's give some update on our stats, man.
You are a stats man.
We've had a pretty good week, man. We've almost hit 800 downloads.
Oh, that's not bad. How many months have we been up?
We've been up for 2 months.
So about $400 a month.
$400 a month.
That's not bad for a couple guys like us.
Not bad. The good part, this is what I wanted to tell you, is we're almost up to 100 downloads on our last episode.
So that's probably our biggest yet, right?
That is our biggest yet. So
well, hopefully they stick around, tell a friend, and if you like it, tell somebody. If you don't, tell Adam Beasley at adamupaccounting.com. Or you can tweet at me at DRoy Everett if you want to come tweet with me. I'm just getting blocked during the NBA playoffs with
yes.
Twitter comments and what have you. So you come enjoy the fun.
So all I'm saying is I think we're doing okay, man.
Yeah, we're doing okay. I mean, we're still growing. We're still in that growing stage. That's why 5-star reviews help us. Telling friends help us.
Tell a friend.
Tell a family. Here's a thing that I've heard the other day is a lot of people don't know about podcasting. So maybe take their phone and show them how to do it.
I send them the direct, share. You can do that really easy. Hey, update. Next year, the lady that works for me, her husband, guess what?
What's that?
Sold his first item on eBay.
He's getting the bug, huh? What'd he sell?
He sold some shorts of his kids.
Yeah, okay. It's summertime, right?
So she has a pile of stuff that has to go to the thrift store, and he said, "Don't throw away that pile."
That's our money pile right there. Don't go till I go through that.
So it's good. Like, hey, you got another person.
You're gonna be there with friends and family. You'll be over to family dinners or whatever. And like, what's that pile? Oh, that's we're gonna send it over to the thrift store or whatever. Can I have it?
Hey, let me scope that. I'll take it to the store for you.
I'll get that. I'm going there anyways. Let me just go through some things and make sure,
I'm telling you, man, that cha-ching.
It's addicting, isn't it?
It's just that good thing. So.
And then you're like, hey, what sold? I had a ball cap, and it relates into our Jerry Sloan bonus episode. So more details to come if you can guess to 60. Was it 60?
60. We need to get to 60 sooner than later.
You'll get the full story. But I sold a hat that I acquired from a Jerry Sloan estate. That's about as far as I'll go on this one. $80 for a ball cap, and it went to somebody in Germany, I believe.
That's unreal. So, getting into the stuff that we've been buying and selling, that's kind of the whole idea. Is honestly, it's fun. It just gives you something else to do. I looked at it because I want to see. Okay, this is how much stuff we've spent. It's not necessarily a huge money-making thing right now, but you have to, again, put it in perspective.
Well, part of it is you got to build the credibility with the feedback score so people can say, I trust this person, whatever. And other ones you're learning, so like anything, you can't go to school and start making money part-time as you're going to school.
No.
So, yeah, you're kind of growing. It's not going to be, for most people, I guess some people might just go off the bat and be Babe Ruth, but you're going to have to learn, on the fly, and some things go, some don't.
You got a list.
And listing's key. That's, so you brought up a couple things there. It's still fun, right?
Wagon's got to be full.
You can't sell goods off the empty wagon like Granny would say. So, yeah, some people make little sweatshops for themselves, and it's not fun. So, as you're getting a store, you want to get bigger, you want to grow, but you want to keep it fun. You want to remember why you got into it. It's not just making yourself a sweatshop that you go to and you're miserable, and the things you're selling you can care less about. I think that's kind of the secret to keeping it fresh, keeping new items in that interest you. The things that you're selling are things that, caught your attention for some reason, and it still is fun. Ever it becomes a factory for yourself.
Perfect.
Figure something else out, right?
Fun. So, you're going to get into the store stuff. Okay, I'll show you, because we set up a store.
Okay.
We've been doing a lot. I want to learn a couple more questions about the Terapeak. But I want to bring on a special guest here in a minute.
Okay, we'll get a special guest. Well, you go and get him. I can talk about mayonnaise, because Adam's not here to correct me this week. I don't know, folks, but if you shorten something to the term mayo, I don't know how it could be mano. I don't know what Adam's been eating on sandwiches, what have you, but we got a special guest in the studio this week. I'll let Adam introduce him. Who do we got here, Adam?
Well, we got a special young man here today. This would be my son, and he's here going to tell us a little bit about his experience finding some of these items at the thrift store. So you're going to give him the old interview, Mr. DeRoy.
All right. Well, welcome to the show. You want to tell everyone your government-issued name, or do you want to keep it on the down low?
I don't have one.
You don't have a government-issued name? Your dad didn't even give you a name?
No. Okay.
All right. Well, let's hear what you've done, man. I hear you've been out to the thrift store and buying stuff.
Yep, I have.
What kind of stuff you been finding?
I I've been mostly looking for games, but I found a cool Ronald McDonald mat.
That was the mat we were talking about last week. You were the star of the show. What drove you? How'd you find that mat? What were you looking for?
I thought it was like a Hot Wheels mat or one of those cool mats because I like cars, and so I thought, I looked more into it, and then as soon as I saw it, I'm like, Dad.
You knew it was something special?
Yes.
Now, are you going to make him put that in your college fund, whatever money comes from that? Go on vacation or something?
Yes.
So what other things you been finding?
Well, I found some cool Tupperware stuff.
Yeah? What you looking for when you find your Tupperware? What are some tips for the people out there they need to look for?
Look for unique stuff.
So what makes something unique?
I don't know, one of a kind, like sometime my mom found a tray thing and it had a spinning bowl.
Tray thing with a spinny bowl.
Yep, it's on the eBay listed right now.
So you having fun going out and shopping with your family?
Yes, I am.
What are some of the best things you think you found besides your McDonald's mat?
I think.
What about your ornaments that you found?
Oh yeah, I think that was my best find after that.
You ever want to just keep the stuff, or are you happy to sell it?
Keep it, to be honest. But actually, depends on the stuff. Okay.
So who's got the best eye in your family when you're out looking for stuff?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah.
So those ornaments that you found, tell them what kind of ornaments they were.
NASA ornaments.
NASA?
No, NASCAR.
Sorry. I was going to say.
Sorry.
Spaceman.
They were the Intimidator.
The Intimidator number 3.
That would be Dale Sr.
Is that one already up for sale?
No.
No? You get a look at the stuff that's for sale when they're putting it up. Do they show you what they're doing?
Yes.
Well, that's cool.
Depends on what I have, actually.
So what we need to start doing, or we're going to start doing, is teaching them how to list, because that's the difficult part.
At least taking pictures. You can take pictures, right?
Oh yeah, that's.
They work those iPhones. They know how to take pictures better than you. Filter them up, make them look real good, right?
That's right. So I guess the moral of this is my son's young. He's 8, and he didn't know anything about this a month ago, and
Yeah.
we're already finding some stuff.
Yeah. When I first started this, I thought you could sell anything on the internet, like anything.
Well, you kind of can. It just depends how long you want to sit there and wait for it to go, right?
Yes.
So what's your favorite thing to look for? I know what you said with the unique items and stuff, but what items do you go look for when you first get to the store or a yard sale?
Games.
What kind of games?
Just any old game.
Any old game?
Any game.
No. Good
That
deal.
looks cool. I mean, in every store I've been to, I've seen those Seen It's game, like those DVD games.
DVD games. So
I know, like every place I went.
Your dad used to play those Dungeons and Dragons games. He ever tell you about that?
No.
No, he'll have to get you into that a little later. Maybe you're a little young.
fake news right there. So, well, young man, thank you for sharing us with your story.
He probably just doesn't want you to see his collection. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's all right.
Say no way, Derek.
No way.
Well, thank you for.
Well, thanks for coming on by and teaching us the ways of the world.
And he's just proof in the pudding that who can do it?
Anybody can.
Anybody can.
There you go.
You have to let us know when that McDonald's mat sells. That was the hit of the podcast last week.
Oh, and by the way, Dad, Derek, you guys, can you call me in when you guys are when after when the podcast is almost over?
You bet.
Thank
You'll
you.
be the first person we call when the podcast is almost over.
Okay, thank you.
Adam's son. There you go, man.
I'm gonna get back to Parcheesi.
He's going to get back to Parcheesi, the game that he found at the thrift store for $1.
Now, I don't know why you're denying your Dungeons and Dragons roots. We used to play it for hours on end together.
Hey, that was you on Thursday night. In fact, it is Thursday
It's
night.
Thursday night.
Your friends up at the park are probably missing
The
that.
things I sacrificed in the summer to make some
No,
podcasts
hold
with
on.
you.
I think something just happened in my mind.
We had to click go over.
I keep telling you now that tax season's over, let's do the podcast a little earlier.
Uh-huh.
But you keep telling me, no, I can't do it till 7.
After dinner, man.
I know what you're doing from 5 till 6:45.
I'm winning battles. And then the boys take me over for the pizza buffet where they sing my praises in their chainmail. I am their king.
CC's Pizza, all you can eat.
Well, I'm not going to name brands if they're not going to be advertising for me.
Pizza Pie Cafe.
They have a little karaoke night. They and then I get over here and we go on from there.
Well, there you go. It sounds like a good time had by all.
Well, it is. They're happy to hoist me on their shoulders and parade me around town after we've defeated whoever's crossed town there.
So this is, as we do this podcast, because again, it's kind of morphed into something, I don't know, more than what I thought it was going to be.
More than us just sitting around talking about it. You're actually doing it.
It's that, my favorite country song. A little less talking, a lot more action.
A little less talk and a lot more action.
You do still have the mullet. The skullet, actually.
I wish I had a mullet.
Skullet.
If I had the hair to pull off a mullet, I would be there in a second. God just didn't bless me with that.
He did not. So.
He knew it was too much for the women to handle. I'd ruined a lot of marriages. Before I even got married myself, I'd have probably ruined several marriages with a mullet if I had the hair to pull it off. Then who knows after that?
You do like to go fishing.
With bow-legged women. Swim between their legs, man.
Wow. Not quite sure what that means, but we'll move on.
Yeah. Anyway, so
tell us about this store. Because like I said, we started listing some items, and we're trying to figure out how do we make this happen. So,
well, I thought we'll just do a breakdown, right? It's probably easiest just to break it down.
What does that even mean, a store?
It might be a little boring. If you're listening to this podcast, probably not. But if it gets boring, tough. Pause, fast forward, whatever.
This is the nuts and bolts. This is how you make it.
This is legit. This is legit. Yeah, how you do it. So there's different stores. There used to only be 3 stores offered on eBay.
Okay.
But they've switched things around. Somebody's going to say, well, actually, originally there was no stores. It was auction only. So calm her down, buddy. Just
simmer.
In the last few years, let's just say. So there's what's known as a starter store. What a starter store is, it's going to be $4.95 a month annual subscription. So if you're paying it annually, that breaks down to just about $5 a month. With that, you're going to get 100 listings per month with the fixed price listings. You're also going to get, you don't get any auctions on that one, okay? So you get your 100 fixed price listings. And after that, it's going to be a 30-cent fee per additional listing, up till as many as you want to do. Your final value fee on your items are going to be 10%, and your maximum final value fee will be $750.
Yep.
So that's your starter pack. No, I would say don't even play with that. Next one up is a basic store. A basic store is going to be $21.95 a month with the annual subscription. Again, if you break it down monthly, it's going to be a little more than that. I'm just doing an annual subscription. Just pay it up front for a year. What you're going to get with that is 250 free listings per month, and you're going to get 250 free auctions per month.
That's not bad.
Not bad. I'm not a big auction guy, but some people are, So
you gave me a little hint on our Ronald McDonald, Matt. You said that's probably an auction item.
Yeah, there's some auction items. That's a lot. 250. That's a lot of auctions, in my opinion. But some people, that's their. Everyone does a different strategy, right? So,
okay.
With that, if you go above your 250 items a month on your fixed priced items, it's going to be 25 cents per item. And also, if you go above your auctions, it's going to be 25 cents per item. So if you go over your 250, each additional item is a quarter.
So that's 250 listings?
250 listings.
Okay, so 250 listings.
In a month, yeah.
So again, that's just your new listing, or is that your total of what you have in your store?
I believe that's total in your store.
Okay, total in your store. So us looking at it, okay, because again, we're starting this new, and to kind of give people what does that mean? You got to do a lot of listings to get there, but then you really don't. We sat here and did almost, 35 listings last night. And the more money you obviously are looking to make, the more items you're going to have listed.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So I started listing this week. I've been kind of lackadaisical or going about other things. The second I start listing, and it's been talked about on other podcasts, I know Griff over at eBay has said it, there's some sort of an algorithm in the eBay thing that shows your store's active, you're listing things. The more you list, things just happen to start selling. It's just how it goes. Anyone will tell you that's the magic sauce to selling more.
Well, that's because eBay's going to start making money because they know you're serious about it.
Well, I mean, whatever it is, people just say, well, that's just, you perceive it, or because you're there, that's where your focus goes, or whatever. But actually, the more you list, the more you sell, and it's random stuff that's been sitting on your store shelves for years sometimes. Sometimes it's things that just came up, but I mean, I was selling things all week. The second I get listed, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to keep doing this. I need to do this a little more, a little better, right? So going back to that basic store, so 25 cents. So say you go over your 250 items, a quarter an item. That's really, not that bad, but once we get to some of the other ones. So also with that, let's see. Let me just make sure. Final value fee is between $4 and, or not $4, excuse me, about 4% to 9.15% in final value fees, depending on what you're selling. They got some different final value fees. If you want to get any of the nuts and bolts and like the exact, you can go on eBay. They got it all spelled out for you there. I just didn't want to read like mice type and lawyerese about what constitutes what percent.
Lawyerese, I like that.
And so your final value fee will be a maximum of $250 a month. Also, on this basic level, you start getting your eBay branded supplies that we've been talking about quarterly.
Ooh.
And you're going to get $25 in supplies a quarter. So your store is $25 a month. Every quarter, you're going to be getting $25 credit for the store. So that's $100 a year, quarter every 4 months, folks.
Man, I like that.
Next, this is the store I actually have. And I've debated going up a little bit, but haven't done it yet. So this is called the Premium Store.
All right, and is that the one that's got your Terapeak for free $99?
I believe Terapeak starts on the Premium. It may be the basic, but I'm pretty sure it's Premium. I know we talked about it back when they announced it on the Spring Seller Update, so you can go back and look in the archives to double check me if I'm wrong on this one, but I know for sure it is in the Premium. And we'll get into, I got Terapeak down here too and some other things. So with the Premium Store, it's $59.95 a month with the annual subscription. The free fixed price listings you get is $1,000. I'm saying dollars, man. I'm all over the place. It's 1,000 listings a month.
And I'm
for
looking
free.
at this, the exact thing that you're talking about, and we'll throw this copy and paste so you can pull it up in the notes.
That works for. There'll be a link or something to get you there.
The link, that's
The
what
link,
I'm looking-
yeah.
The link. Not the links. We're not going to have to play golf.
The link in Las Vegas. You made your kid laugh there.
I do that.
Father,
a lot.
your dad jokes.
I do that a lot at home.
Dad jokes. Is your dad funny?
Yes.
Okay. I was hoping you'd say no.
I pay him to say that.
So you get 1,000 free listings a month. So where I was at 1,100, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm paying a additional, 10 cents an item. I'm over that.
Okay.
You get 500 auction listings, which I never use.
Okay.
Or very rarely use. But some people, they don't do the buy it now. They do just straight auction. So if that's you, that's what you do. Like I just said, you get 10 cents per item that I'm over. So, in a year, that's $1.20 an item. So
it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. You can kind of do the math if you're in between stores or trying to figure out where you want to land. Let's see. You also, so the final value fee is still the same max. I'm not going to update that every store. Every store above the basic is that 4 through 9.15%, depending on what you're selling on your final value fee. But your maximum final value fee is going to be, let's see, did I put that down here? I had to put that one down here. It must be $250, so it's the same.
Yeah.
And you get a $50 credit in eBay shipping supplies every quarter.
Yeah.
Which I just used the other day.
So, what this means is, first off, you need to get in and start doing it. And if you already have a store, think about the options that you have. Because what we're encouraging right now is get rid of that death pile and change it to a move pile.
Well, and also, I mean, make sure you're in the right store, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to keep breaking this down. I know it's kind of boring talk, but we'll break it down, and I'll tell you some of the other things, why I went with where I'm at, why I think you should go with certain things, and how to get that up and going, right?
Yes.
So the next store is called an Anchor Store.
Ooh.
It is $299.95 a month with the annual subscription. You get 10,000 listings.
That's the big boy.
That's the big boy. And you get 1,000 of the auction. If you go above your 10,000, you're looking at 5 cents an item. So nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
In a year, nothing. And let's see.
If you're doing that kind of volume, you better have a tax guy.
Yeah, you better have a tax guy.
Call us here at Add 'em Up Accounting. Go to the little green box, push the button.
Say I'm an anchor guy. I need your help.
I'm an anchor. I need to figure out how to make more and pay less in taxes.
In your quarterly coupon that you get for eBay supplies, $150 a quarter, and you also get promoted listings. So you've been around the promoted listings. I don't think we've talked about this.
That's how I sold my vest and my game.
So with the promoted listings, you get a $25 a quarter credit.
Ooh.
So whatever you're spending on that, you get up to $25 free promoted listings.
Ooh.
And you have anchor support.
I like that.
So anchor support is what I would really like. So when you call into eBay, basically you get the short or the fast pass line at Disneyland. You talk to somebody that's just there to handle anchor support. You don't have to go push 5 for this, do this, wait in line. You get somebody there that understands what you're going through, can bring up your store, can fix whatever problems you might be having. So that's a really good benefit to have. The next store, now if you know anyone that has this store, this is the big dog daddy of the yard. Anchor Store, there's people around. I mean, there's a lot of those. This is called a Enterprise. Now this is going to be $2,999.95 a month.
And that's some big volume.
Annual subscription fee. You get 100,000 items a month.
That's what I'm talking about.
And free auctions, it just says. Basically, I think you get the same promoted listing fee. You might get $50. You'd have to look at that. I think you get more in the promoted listing. I think you get the 150. Same thing for the annual.
So what you're telling me
quarterly.
is Johnny Lingo
eBay
would be there with his 16 cow wife hitting it up.
I'm telling you, if ever you're having 100,000 items on the eBay, you're hopefully you're moving some product.
I bet you are.
So why do you have a store, right? One of the reasons is you can break it down into categories. So if somebody does land on your store, you can kind of organize it how you want it to be. You have your banner, you can have your logo and all that. The thing I really like about the premium store, I don't think the basic and starter have, is my automatic feedback. So when somebody buys something from me, the second they pay, I have a list of like 5 or 10 things, and it just automatically assigns that to somebody.
See, I like that because that's one of the things like we're trying out because we're new. We sold some items, but if we had an automatic feedback, it's like somebody, they don't necessarily have to, but they know that, hey, this guy's looking to get feedback.
Well, and there's people like, so you buy something and it takes you a week and then you're like, oh yeah, this was a good customer. It just takes one less thing that you have to do as far as putting it. And yeah, I've left good feedback for people that have turned around and been a pain in my butt, but honestly, it's, it's worth the volume. So you send over hundreds of these feedbacks and 2 of them are ones you wish you could retract, but it's a lot easier than going through them one by one and saying, oh yeah, I remember that guy. Oh, that was a fast payment. Oh, 7 stars, or, all A++++ buyer.
Yeah.
So, also with that, I think that's starting at the premium, it might be the basic store, is Terapeak.
Yes.
And we've talked about Terapeak a little bit. Again, you can go back in the archives, but we'll break it on down a little more here. Terapeak was a separate company, a separate third-party app thing that you could go buy a subscription to and search on. eBay bought them out. It's been a couple years ago. And now, for most of us with a store fee above a certain level, you get free access to it. So what Terapeak is it's a few different things, and you can use it for a lot of different things, but it's evaluation research, and you can view things, what they've sold for.
You're getting nerdy with it.
I told the people before I got into this we were getting nerdy.
This is what I do for a living.
Yes, sir.
I smooth it out and make it sound Easy.
Well, I'll tell you.
Hold on.
I'll tell you the hard way. You tell it the easy way.
Here we go. This is what it says. Terapeak shows you what to sell.
Yeah, I mean, that's easily said, but they got a lot more to them than just shows you what to sell.
And like you were saying, it gives you an idea of what people are doing, what items are going. Instead of what I've been doing is going to the app, looking at the sold items, which works.
It works. This goes about 9. So your sold items right now, I think it goes
Like, yeah, it doesn't go but that far back.
maybe 90. Does it go even 90 days?
I don't even know if it does.
It might only be 30 days.
Because that's the thing we're looking at this Yardie. There were some Looney Tune Christmas items. That might be a good thing to look at. Originally, they came from Kmart for $20 per box.
Well, Kmart.
Oh, well, yeah, the Kmart doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, there's some down on the Keys, my friend.
Shut up.
There's Kmart's down on the Keys.
Still open?
Still open.
Still at the front door.
Selling fishing supplies.
No.
Shout out to the Kmart's down at the Keys.
Wow.
Yeah, I was surprised.
So, I guess what I was getting at is I didn't know what they were selling for because it didn't go back far enough.
Yeah, so if you're Terapeak, you can dial it back a lot further on the checking the sold items.
What I'm saying is I'm hoping those didn't sell, and maybe I can go take a 20 spot and get that up from the lady at the Yardie tomorrow morning.
You can go say, I've been thinking about that. But not only used stuff, right? The old whatever, it shows you kind of what new things are selling for as well.
Yeah, give her the story, the song. The little missus, she was really digging that Sylvester story you had there.
Yeah, we forgot Grandpa collected Looney Tune figures.
He loves that Looney
We
Tunes.
need to get it for Grandpa.
His name was Sylvester.
It might be his last Christmas. We don't know. What can you do on these?
Grandma's nickname was Tweety.
That's how they met. They were at a fan convention back before these things were common.
And it was funny because, again, like my son said, as I looked at it, I'm like, that's unique. That's different. You know,
It was collectors, yeah.
It's more than 20 years old. It wasn't just like any roll of the mill stuff.
Oh, you can throw vintage 90s on that bad boy.
It was. So I was able to look up, and just one of the items sold for like $27, and they had 4 different ones. I'm like, okay, if I can buy it for $5 each and sell each one for $25.
Or go all in. You're selling a set for a couple hundred, right?
Exactly.
You got everyone. Who knows?
That's
you got to do that research.
So now
Think
knowing
about
that,
it.
because I didn't know what they had sold for last year, and again, that's what we talked about. Is that may have been one of those items that, to buy now, hold it for 5.5 months, and then sell it in November, December.
Hey, I sell Christmas stuff year round. I mean, you'd be surprised the people that will buy ornaments in the middle of the year for whatever reason. Christmas in July.
I'm just hoping they buy the Intimidator number 3 ornaments, because we got some of those on the old shelves.
I think the Intimidator will be a Christmas, Merry Christmas to somebody.
Yeah, just put special Southern editions.
Sure. Or, there's Intimidator fans all over. We've talked about him before.
Well, yeah.
Also, you got the opportunity to look through your niches, right? So it'll tell you what's selling where. It kind of breaks down different. I mean, you can use it for a lot of different ways. So it'll show you, hey, this is trending in this niche. This is trending in this niche. Kind of break that down for you. You have some competition research pricing, so you can look ahead and see what's selling with your competition, right? So maybe there's somebody that sells Christmas items. You see their username, whatever. You can kind of break down and see what they're selling, what it's going for, kind of research them that way. And, just your traffic monitoring, sales performance. So Terapeak's a pretty handy little tool to have, and to have it be there for free. I think when it came out on that episode, I said that's going to be your trick that separates you.
Well, see, and you said that a while ago, and guess what? Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're getting in there. So, if you're that point, I'd say the biggest thing, if you're a new seller, try to hurry and ramp up. Probably get you somewhere between 200 to 600 items as fast as you can up there, so you have some volume. You can get some stuff moving. Set you up a store. Look through all these stores. Find which one you're comfortable with. Do a little deeper research than just listening to me talk about it on the internet. And go for it. But yeah, just break down your fees, what you're paying per item, if it sells, versus what were you selling before a store? What was it, 30 cents an item or something?
No, I don't even know.
So, I mean, just do the math.
Yeah.
You can figure it out. But
well, that's given us some nuts and bolts, and I'm going to take that information, because that's the thing is, you have it there, but until you're actually doing it, you're like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah,
So I hope by now, if you haven't sold anything on eBay yet, or if you haven't attempted to, find something in your house that you just are trying to get rid of or take to the thrift store. Say, you know what, I'm going to look it up, see the sold price, put it up on the internet, and as soon as you hear the Cha-ching.
Just say, I'm going to try this. You don't have to tell anyone. No one has to know.
No.
You got a place to put it on your counter, and you got a cell phone with a camera. No one will know if you did it and it didn't sell or not. Just give it a try, right?
Just throw it up there. Take one or two things, because I promise you, anything you have in your house, something like it, has sold on eBay.
Or you've been going to games like Woofie, right? You're selling the free stuff they're handing out at the ballpark, man. Like, there's plenty of stuff.
Almost anything that you have in your home, you can sell on the internet.
All right, let's regroup and take us a little break here. We can come back with some not store talk.
Talk nerdy to me.
Talk nerdy. And to all my minions at the park, we'll get out of there someday.
Thanks for listening to DeathPile and Taxes. The key word to that is taxes, which you need to file every year by April 15th. And if you run your own business, you probably are responsible for sales tax that you don't even know you need to file. So why don't you hit us up on our website, Atom Up Accounting. We've got several options down in the right-hand corner. You can hit us with the chat button or email us. Make sure to use the keyword DeathPile so our buddy Mr. Leroy can know that his good work's paying off. And we're back from that wonderful commercial.
Woo!
Thanks,
See,
Rick.
that was a little less of a woo.
Appreciate it. And as we were on the break, we got talking, and our special guest wanted to reconfirm some of his convictions that he's made for us.
All right, guest, hit him up. What do you want to tell the people?
So, my Ronald McDonald Matt Discovery.
I sure do.
It was a star last week. So it's really as simple. I mean, I woke up that morning and I never thought I would ever see any. I didn't even know how Ronald McDonald Matt existed.
And you find it just like that. Hey, I'll give you double what you paid for that Ronald McDonald Matt. Flat, straight up, $16. You taking that?
No.
No, I thought we might have a deal.
Oh, and about that joke thing that Dad says that he pays me for laughing at his jokes.
Uh-huh.
I got 25 cents for it.
I witnessed it. I was what I told you. I said $50.
Hey,
Yes.
don't be sharing my secrets.
I was pushing for a little more money for you.
So he just wanted to really reassure that it really isn't as hard as what you think it is. You just have to do it.
Yeah, and another thing people get caught up with, thanks again, special guest, is, okay, so I'm going to get a store. I need to come up with this name of my store, right? It needs to be the perfect name, so on and so forth. No one, I mean, we were just looking. No one knows the name of your store. They're not looking for your item based on the name of your store. I guess if you only sell women's shoes, you could be Al Bundy 72, or
4 touchdowns, Polk High,
or you could be like Sports Fan 72. If you only sells, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You just have to put things on there and list it.
That's the thing. People get in their minds, and they won't do it because they can't come up with that perfect name. Guess what? I'm Johnny Lingo.
Yeah.
No one's ever searched for Johnny Lingo to buy something from me, and the people that do have no clue what that name entails whatsoever.
Excuses stop here.
I also got a story for you.
Oh, story time with Uncle Eddie.
You know, sometimes I just like to tell stories, so may or may not be eBay related, but it's customer service related a little bit.
Let's hear what you got, One Horn Matador.
So last week you were asking about my dog Chug, if you recall.
Chug's a good dog.
And I said Chug is having some hard times with her health.
We're moving, contemplating getting a dog. Only contemplating. Never had a dog before.
Got a kid right here. You're gonna break his heart in front of me.
Oh, he knows.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, we can talk about all that, but get you a good dog, train it. They're man's best friends for a reason, right?
Well, let's hear about Chug.
So Chug's getting older in age, right? She's not a young pup no more, and she's kind of going downhill a little fast. So we were getting a little nervous. Some things were happening, so we got her a vet's appointment. Okay. That was for Tuesday. Now this is probably about Friday or something like. Yeah, we better get her in. You know, she's just kind of getting old. She's having trouble going up and down stairs. She wouldn't do stairs no more, like I said. Getting in and out of the car was a little rough, and she was having some other issues that not going to go into in here, but just some things. I'm like, okay, something's not right when you get her in there. So call up, get her an appointment at the vet.
All right.
Now this is a vet I've been to a few times before. They've, me, I've that's one thing that can be expendy. So I've spent some good money at this veterinarian's clinic.
For yourself or for your dog?
Well, I get dewormed quarterly. When my eBay coupon comes out, I know that's time to go get the shot, and also get the dog taken care of.
Good. Two for one deal.
So call them up, and they say, now what's your name? I tell them my name, spell it, because I know my name's, it's just one of those, I have to.
With the eye like the good Lord intended.
It's ITT in Everett, like the good Lord intended. And the lady's like, come again? And so I spell my name for her again. We don't have you in our system. We have Rhonda, who's my aunt, and Dennis.
Oh, I love that, Denny.
And I'm like, Dennis hasn't had a dog in like 10, 20 years. I don't know how long ago. But Dennis hasn't been having a dog for a long time to be in your system.
You were in those smaller husky sizes.
Well, actually, I guess he has. But, I mean, he doesn't have... it's been a while. So I'm like, well, I was just in here a couple months ago. You sure do take that credit card that spells my name this way. So, well, what was your dog's name? Chug. Huh? Chug. She came pre-named. It's a good name, but she came pre-named, right? So, Derek Everett, there you are. ITT. The way the Lord intended it, lady, like I told you. So we set up our appointment, and so the other day, we came home from, I don't even know, me and my wife went out somewhere, and we came home, and Chug got herself in a little bit of trouble.
Uh-oh.
She'd found some treats and broke into some treats, and she did something else I can't remember right now. Something else. So anyways, I usually give her a good stern yelling if she's done something like that. But by the time I yelled, Chug! And she does her little Scooby-Doo legs, right? Shh! But she can't run downstairs. She usually runs outside, but the door wasn't open. Before I turned around, she was downstairs somehow. Now, this dog hasn't been downstairs in months.
Wow.
So I just start laughing. It's probably like when you yell at kids, but you can't say that right now because you got a kid in front of you.
Yeah, you yell at them sometimes.
Sometimes I'm just like, but you're laughing. Like as you're like, when they're not there, you're just like, that's pretty funny. So I tell my wife, because she's like, see what your dog's got into. And so I'm like, okay. So I yell at her. And before I know it, she's downstairs. We've been trying to bait her to come downstairs, but she's had some problems. Anyways. So I'm like, no way did she just ran downstairs. So I go down there. I'm like, because we don't have it all dog-proofed anymore because she's not coming down there. So I'm like, she ran into our room because she likes going there, but we keep the door shut so she can't when she was coming downstairs. So I go and peek around the corner, and surely she's not in there. Uh-oh. And I do a little more research. I'm like, where did she just vanish? And so I go down the hall, look in the other room, and she's just chilling in there. So I'm laughing because I'm like, all right, you got downstairs now. How are you going to get out of this mess? And you're not in trouble anymore because I'm just laughing. So I went upstairs and told my wife, like, you're not going to believe it. She's downstairs. Oh, really? Yeah. And I told her the whole story, So lo and behold, she just moseys on upstairs to go out the restroom. And I'm like, oh, well, she's never going to come back downstairs again. Now she's mobile and coming up and down the stairs. I called it a Resurrection Sunday miracle. She's been resurrected to the pup that she once was. And So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to cancel this vet appointment because she's found some new birth here. I don't know, maybe she got in some Easter candy. I don't know what's going on, but she's a young pup once again, or at least about 6 months younger than what she's been acting like. So
don't you keep your Colorado brownies downstairs?
She didn't get into those because she'd have been, I don't know, loping around. Anyway. You get me D-tracked. Last week you yelled at me about getting D-tracked as you're eating your protein bar, crumbling it in the microphone for the people.
I know.
This week I'm in the middle of a great story about my love of my dog and the Resurrection Sunday, and you get me derailed on Colorado brownies that wouldn't stay fresh. I haven't been to Colorado in years.
Don't they deliver those to you now?
That would be a good business model. I got a few other good business models.
So I'm back about your dog.
I'm at 420 free since ever. So
I did get a special text message from you at 420 on 420.
Hey, at 420 on 420, all I said is you should go out and make a wish, and Willie Nielsen will deliver that wish to you over the night.
There you go.
And I think I made a wish, and it may or may not have came true.
I wish for more eBay sales.
Did you sell more?
Yes, we did.
Thank you, Willie. So So before I was so rudely interrupted and off my thought train, now I have to get back to where was I?
It's not that hard to throw you off a train.
Where was I? Throw Mama from the Train. You ever see that movie?
I don't know what movie you're talking about.
Throw Mama from the Train.
Never heard of her.
Now you missed out on some good childhood memories.
I don't want to get derailed, but man, there was a good movie on Netflix about Bonnie and Clyde.
Was it? Well, you look at Throw Mama from the Train.
Oh, this one was called Mountain Man. Woody Harrelson was in it. Kevin Costner.
Oh, that would be good then.
Real good movie.
No, I'll put it down on your things to do.
Yes, it's going back because Chuck just figured out how to get down.
Okay, so I'm going to cancel the vet appointment because
Yes.
no reason I needed to spend hundreds of dollars if the dog scared herself because I yelled at her.
Customer service is where we're going with this.
Matter of fact, I should be yelling at people and they should be paying me because they'll be cured.
I do.
And
You yell at me, and I make money.
you make money. That's how it works. Anyone that wants me to yell at them to make money, at DRoy Everett on the Twitter machine, ITT, the way the Lord intended, hit me up.
It'll be all caps with exclamation points.
Or we can argue about sports and you can block me. Either way. It goes both ways.
So you silly bugger, stop being lazy.
Stop being lazy. So I think, okay, I'm going to have to call up and cancel this appointment. Well, lo and behold, I get a text. You know, like when you go to the dentist and stuff to confirm appointments and stuff, they send you texts nowadays, right?
I just went today, checked out clean. All my dentist stuff is good.
Clean bill of health.
Clean bill, clean one owner.
Well, there's been more than one owner of that mouth.
Heyo.
Your kid's here. I can't say more. Trey, do you think your dad's had more than one owner of that mouth?
He doesn't even know.
He doesn't. I don't even know what I'm talking
Don't
about.
worry, nobody on the library.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I'll edit that part out. It's not funny.
That's how most of Derek's.
You need to start selling. You need to start selling me some jokes. I'm running low here. I'll pay you 75 cents. I'll undercut your old man.
Hey now.
Okay.
So I get this text and it says I could read. I will read this directly because
All right.
they got me so storytelling. So I get it and basically it says, "Hey, you got your vet bill or not vet bill?"
They want it to be a bill.
It says, "Chuck, appointment on Tuesday, April 23rd at this time at this vet place." Reply yes to confirm, or cancel to cancel, or opt out. Right?
Okay.
So I say, no, she's walking on pepperoni snacks and water now. So I'm telling you, it's been miraculous recovery. And so,
Miracle.
So I put cancel, and that was that.
Okay.
The next day, I get a phone call,
Uh-oh.
and they say, "Hey, just making sure you got an appointment for tomorrow," or I think it was tomorrow. So this is like the day before.
All right.
And I said, "Oh, no, man. I sent over the text. I put cancel, and we're good. She's doing good. Things are good. Thanks for checking up." "What do you mean you did that over a text?" I said, "Oh, I got this text, read it right to her, and I put cancel because she's doing good to cancel the appointment. I was going to call, but I had that option. So right here in front of me, I can see that I wrote cancel."
I'm guessing that she had no idea what you were talking about.
You can't cancel a vet appointment by text. I said, "Well, it gave me the option." And she's like, "Well, our system's not set up to receive responses like that."
Like that.
I said, "It asked for it. You don't ask for me to say yes, no, or cancel, or confirm, or stop. If it doesn't, what's the matter if I type it back then?"
See, you can always tell when you're getting all pumped up.
It doesn't do it.
The voice volume is getting out of the good range. That's how upset you are about this.
I'm just like, "Lady, you've took a lot of my money. I'm glad we can you can cancel it now, but don't tell me the text can't take. Why don't you make the wording different then? Why do you have it say if you want to opt yes, no, or cancel or whatever? And if I put that, that's not an option." And then act like I'm the criminal for having the nerve to do that instead of calling you. I think that we're expediting the process here, and that we'll just not. So it didn't cost me. We didn't have a vet bill. They've been nice. This lady was just ornery both times I talked to her, and or ornery.
You know what the deal is? She's just upset at her job. You know what she needs to do?
She needs to sell puppy treats on eBay.
She needs to
take
go
them
home.
right out of the store. That takes some of that medication
That's
from
right.
work. You might get fired if you steal from your work.
Whoa, she'll know what the good things are.
Don't steal from your work and sell on eBay.
She
That
may-
part was a joke.
She may have things in her own home or in her mom's home that she could sift through and sell on eBay, and she'd love her life.
You go through your mom's basement when they're not home because I know that's where you're living, and you make some room for you and your husband to bring in some more stuff, and you sell it on the electronic bay. Anyway, she got a little after me, so I got a little snippy back. But
No.
customer service, if you offer an option and somebody chooses that option it should be a viable option. That's all.
There you go. Uncle story time with
That's
Uncle
all.
Eddie.
People were liking the stories.
Well, I appreciate that story because it brings it back to, you know what? We just had this conversation about other things. My wife's going through some teeth issues and some things too, and dentists and
Not
other
like
places.
you, one clean, one owner.
No, I just do what you say you're gonna do. Like that's the thing. Like if you're laid back and you just take care of people. The thing is we talked about this. Is oh man, one of the best things we've done is on the Facebook groups, these reseller groups, and just start watching them because I don't know what people's. You're not giving away any secrets when you do this stuff.
I mean, not a lot. There might be some things you're keeping closer to the vest, but not really. It's out there. You got the Terapeak. You can do the research. If you're in a category, you're going to figure it out.
And you know what? Just because you're at some thrift store in, I don't know, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I said Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA last week.
Did you just say Muskogee?
Muskogee.
Muskogee. I know what you think, Muskogee.
I don't know, you're staring me down. There's a lot of you on the other side of the glass right now staring me down.
You and your buddy Snoop Dogg.
Mean mugging me.
No, a lot of the items, like, we're all here to learn, okay? I can't get to the thrift store in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Are you saying that like you're got some sort of a lisp or something?
Well, that's how you say it, right? Baton Rouge?
Baton Rouge?
No, I've been there before.
Garth Brooks song, call him Baton Rouge.
That's right.
Woo!
Man, you want to see a concert live? Garth Brooks.
That's better than seeing him dead.
Oh, man,
sure.
That's a good one. That's a good concert. Anywho, you're throwing me off of my gear here. All I'm saying is customer service, no matter what you're going to do, is key. Like I said, I'm learning it still. Communication, showing people. On the eBay, we had, like I said, we went over this last week. A lady said that there was smoke in the stuff. She wanted a refund for nothing. So we go on, look in these reseller groups and say, you know what, that's kind of a thing right now.
Yeah.
People are trying to weasel and lie.
There always is. Some of these groups, and there's just the bad thing in the eBay forums, some people are like in the dark spot of the web where everyone's out to get you too. You can't fall into those traps, but yeah.
But it's not. Like, it's like the 99 and 1. You know what I mean? Just one bad experience doesn't mean the other 99 that were good. So
exactly.
Don't let that discourage you. Don't let that make you, that's what everyone's like. No.
No. Yeah. And also, so you got a handling time on eBay, right? You put your item up, you say, I'm going to ship this in 1 day, 2 days, 30 days, whatever that time is. Hey, ship it by that time.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost this much to ship it, or I'm going to do free shipping. You get down to the post office and like, oh crap, this weighs 2 pounds. I thought it was going to be a 7-ounce thing that would weigh be like $2-3. Now I got to pay $7. Well, guess what? That's not your buyer's fault. That's your fault.
Oh, I'll give you a rookie mistake tip right there.
Yeah.
What we've been doing is, as we were doing all these items, we had the scale right next to us. So when we were starting to list them, we already weighed it. So we already had a good idea of what it's going to cost to ship the item.
Mm-hmm.
So we couldn't have those rookie mistakes anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing. Some things are going to be wrapping in cardboard, right? Some things are going to be weighing a little more, so I'll usually round up or add a little bit, just to be sure. But
so I'll throw in a get nerdy with a question. Do you ever do like a price with free shipping, or do you always do it price with shipping?
I've done both. People claim that with free shipping. My problem is with free shipping and my stuff that I leave in the store, I'm going to leave for years.
Yeah.
Some things might stay there for years. Well, the post office and stuff, their prices raise every year.
Gotcha.
And so for me to go back through everything, I just think I'm just going to put cost. This is how much the ounces are. So this is what it's going to cost you. And that might not be the most effective method, but for me, that's just easier because then I just list it and forget it. It's going to cost you $5 to ship or whatever.
Yeah.
$2, and that's just what it is. And then next year, if the rates go up, it just automatically will roll that over.
There you go, man.
So it kind of depends on what you're selling. Some people, you do got to do free shipping to compete.
Well, yeah.
But there's no such thing as free shipping. They're adding the price in there.
They put it in there anyways.
Some people might filter to only see free shipping, so it might be a way to get your item in front of more people if you want to do the extra work.
See, that's a good tip for me.
For me, I don't really care because some of my stuff's so randomish that I figure,
What's getting into some details here? What's like some of the randomest things that you've sold?
My favorite one was my dad's 1950-ish Woofie whistle. You know what a Woofie whistle is?
No, what in the world is it?
So around Halloween time, have you ever seen those like wax teeth and like vampire teeth and that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Well, this was a whistle that was made out of wax, and it was from like the 1950s, so like when my dad was a kid. But he used to go through and help people open up stores, and a lot of times in those stores was old inventories and stuff, and so he was going through all that, and they found a box of this wax candy stuff, and so they were just kind of chomping and eating on it, and this was years before I was doing the eBay, and so he just stored one of the things away, and it was this Woofie whistle, and he'd bring it out and show everyone, look, I got a Woofie whistle. And we'd all say the same thing that you just said. Oh, what in the world is that? And so I got selling stuff on eBay, and I'm like, somebody's going to pay good money for that. No one's going to pay nothing for that. I'm like, yeah, somebody's going to pay good money for that. So I believe we sold it for, it was an auction. It was somewhere around $250 if I'm remembering right. That somebody down in Arizona bought it. And so then we're packaging it up, hoping it doesn't break. My dad's like, no one, once they get this, they're going to want their money back. They've made a mistake. I'm like, no, this is going to be like Halloween Central prize item of this 1950s candy, right?
Okay.
And so, anyways, we get shipped down there to, they're happy, good feedback. I said, look, man, good feedback. And I have a deal with him that we split 50-50. I'll do the work. That's what I have with about everyone. Like, I'll split 50-50 or I'll teach you how to do it for free. And you can do it and make all the money. So anyways, we split it. He was happy, I was happy, and then he got thinking about how much of that he had just chewed up and ate, and like thousands of dollars of Woofie whistles.
So he was pulling a waddy as he was eating the special M&M's version.
Well, this was after, so he's looking back and like $250. Man, we ate 4 or 5 of those. We had a box that they came in. We had a sealed box.
Hold on. Did you just say you sold a Woofie whistle for $250?
That's the yeah.
Whoa. You sold a Woofie whistle that your dad had for $250.
I mean, it was like a 1950s piece of candy wrapped in the original wrapper, good condition.
That's still amazing. And I'm sure if Mr. Danny was there thinking, I used to have a whole wrapped up box of these.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went down.
Well, all I know is you piqued the young man's interest over there.
Well, you never know. So
we got a Woofie whistle. What other weird things?
Woofie whistle. Oh man, I'd have to go back. See, you're putting me on the spot here. I've sold just about everything. A lot of people think shoes are weird.
Okay.
I have pretty good success, or I have with shoes. I remember.
So how do you ship the shoes though? That was my concern. We dabbled in a couple shoes, but I don't want to buy the wrong item and cost too much to sell.
They're a little heavier item, depending on the caliber. If they're new, you might have the box, you might not. I was selling Doc Martens for a long time, which your old boy T-Dub just thought was so funny for whatever reason, but I'm like $40 a pair or more, depending what they break down to, color, shape, size. I'll put some of those in poly mailers. I'll put some in, cardboard boxes. It just kind of depends on the shoe, where it's going, what the material is. If it's like a Converse type shoe where it's more flexible and kind of that, what we call canvas. I mean, you can put that in a poly mailer easy. If it's something that's like a leather boot, church shoe, something nice.
Red leather, yellow leather,
yeah,
leather.
You want to shine that son of a gun up real nice, and probably put it in some nicer cardboard box. The weight's going to vary, all that kind of stuff.
So shoes, Woofie whistles. What else?
Oh boy, I also love video games. Some weird video game stuff. Let's see. Christmas stuff. I'd have to go back through my old archive and really look at it.
See, that's the thing.
Things aren't popping up in my head.
But it's become so second nature.
It's second nature, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I mean, that candy, that key lime pie licorice, is weird. Like,
nothing's weird to you anymore. Cause
it's kind of all, just like, that's another day, What I sell today, I'm even trying to think. I sold a t-shirt today. Yesterday, I was selling, there was a cord, so we have this electric blanket.
Okay.
And during winter and stuff, we never plug it in. It's a pretty heavy blanket, and it gets really warm without it. So my wife's like, we're just going to get rid of this cord. And it's brand new, never been used, whatever. I'm like, give it to me. So went through her on the eBay, $20 later. Somebody bought just that cord.
A cord for a blanket.
But I mean, it's brand new.
Well, but you didn't.
But somebody's lost their cord or whatever, and it's going to be winter next year, and they want it.
The more and more what I'm trying to get at is get into it. Like, there's really no reason you can't get into it. And as you get into it, just like what we've been doing, it's when you really start understanding, like, okay, well, he just said he sold that for $20. How much did that really cost us to ship? Now what are my eBay fees? And how much did I really make, so that you can have some goals saying, I want to make $200 a month.
I'll make 300 and beat that Prumpy.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen, Waddy. We're going to hit that 300 here, hopefully by the weekend.
You coming on down.
Even if I got to tell my mom to buy something from the store. You don't have to know about
And
that.
by your mom, you mean I'm buying this for my son for his birthday.
I wouldn't buy for myself.
You get this back. I've thought about, sometimes you'll make a mistake, right? And you're like, oh man, like on auction items, not legal, don't do this. But sometimes with auctions starting to close, don't do this. But I'll be like, oh man, did I price that too low? I wanted to make this much, man. I want to get in there and bid that thing up, or buy it for myself with a buy it now price, or create another account. Don't do that.
Fluffing your own stuff.
Yeah, I think I know it's against the rules. I'm sure if they catch you, they suspend you. Just don't do that.
So one thing that we had talked about, because we actually were kind of interested, we slacked on getting into the eBay Open in Vegas.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, we waited just a little too long, and it sold out. It was still in pre-sale, or whatever you call it, early sale. It sold out real quick.
But if I understand, you did say that there's an eBay forum or something once a month.
Yeah, so we have it's a sellers group, and a lot of places have them. We're lucky that we have an actual eBay office. So it's up in I think it's about Draper, Utah.
Okay.
And it's eBay official office. It's if you call customer service, it's the customer service building. I'm sure they do a lot of other stuff there. But every month, every second Tuesday, if you want to come along, for those listening.
I do.
I know you, but I'm just people listening. I know our big audience is Utah and New York for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So if you're New York, you probably got one in your area. But yeah, it's up there. It's I think $3 your first time. It's free, or if you bring somebody, it's free. They do raffles. People just get together, talk about what they're selling. They usually have somebody come in and give a little talk. Been there before. They had some guy that was on some TV show about thrifting.
Now, is this one of those like places that I have to like bring a friend, and then a friend has to bring a friend, and like we drink Kool-Aid?
Yeah, you don't drink the Kool-Aid. They got Coke machines, those freestyle Coke machines, snacks. It's really pretty laid back.
Am I going to walk away feeling like I've been taken advantage of in these meetings?
No, man. You leave these meetings and you're pretty pumped up because you talk to people. So they'll have somebody come do their presentation or whatever, which is cool, and you can learn stuff. But then they kind of have some free time where you just kind of pick each other's mind. You go around the room and just say, hey, man, what do you sell? How's it going? What's working for you? I remember I haven't went during the winter because the roads and everything, it just kind of gets crazy in Christmas. But last couple times we went, they're like, hey, big yard sell out to, this area or whatever. They only get one a year, so this neighborhood's having their yard sell. And people just it's kind of like this, was people just kind of sharing their tips and tricks.
I'll be honest, one of the things, I said I've had a lot of people come to me with a lot of different things, and it's usually a sell where I have to sell an item, buy a bulk item, and then continue to sell it and have to buy more every single month.
A multi-level marketing?
I don't know what you're talking about, but what I'm saying is this kind of a forum selling things electronically, it's just me.
Yeah.
It's just our family. Like, there's nothing else like that I have to be accountable to somebody else. It's literally me learning. But what you're saying is a forum like that allows me in person to learn from other people. And they're there, and guess what? It's not like they're trying to compete with you. eBay makes more money when you sell more items.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they get their cut. It's just to get together. Sometimes, I can talk to you, I can talk to people, but sometimes, listing all day gets kind of lonely. And you think no one understands what I'm going through, no one gets this. You can get on the forums or whatever, but that kind of takes your time up. This is like, you go for an hour, you have a little snack, a little dinner sometimes, depending on what they're doing. You're like, oh, that's some good ideas, and you get chat with people like, okay, they understand it. They're going through the same thing I'm going through. Or, that's an awesome idea. I can't believe I didn't think about that.
It's your accountability.
Yeah, it's kind of your community, your people. As the kids are saying nowadays, it's your herd. Go find your herd.
Your herd. I've also heard the term tribe.
Oh, your tribe. Yeah.
I think what it is, it's again putting yourself in that position. I'm guessing that you were kind of the student that I was.
Horrible.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. When you were given an assignment, at what time did you complete that assignment?
If I did complete that assignment, which I would claim was never given to me because I don't know who I thought I was fooling at the time. I never got that. I never knew. I don't know about that.
And how the 27 other students know about
Yeah,
it?
everyone else know about it. It would be late. or it would be just in nick of time, or weeks after, or just would not do it.
And what I'm trying to say is if there wasn't a deadline for an assignment to be done, guess what? You would never do it. That's what we're trying to create with this, is once a week we're getting on here and talking about it. And I can't come on these pod bean waves, or pod cart, what do you call it? I get it. Whatever we're calling this thing we do. I can't come on here and feel good about myself saying, hey, go do this, unless I'm doing it.
Well, my thing was we were just talking. I mean, that's the thing. So school, for whatever reason, not my jam, not my thing. But like this, I'm accountable to myself. Hey, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do it. Some days I do better than others, of course. You got different things in life. But now I'm Johnny on the spot on assignments and stuff because it's things I want to do that I care about. I see the repercussion, or, you get the monetary value, whatever.
It's fun. Like you said, we've already done this for a little bit. And I know... now it's literally becoming a weekly thing where somebody that has heard this said, hey, man, you know what? I'm doing it now. Or, hey, man, thanks for sharing that. We just made a couple $100.
It's not just one. I mean, we've had several
That's
people,
what I'm
right?
saying.
It's not just one person. We've had several new people making extra money, extra income.
We had a new person on the reviews that neither one of us know who it is.
Yeah, Adam's been paying his kids 50 cents to write reviews for us.
That's dirty, filthy, fake news right there.
Was it $1? Fake news.
That was in
it's being reported.
That was in the Mueller report, right?
Yeah, Mueller. That's some food for thought there. If we want to get into that.
That's just wasted money, like mostly governmental stuff.
No.
Yeah, sure. Hey, we're not making this a political show.
Collusion.
Yeah. Why don't you go collude with Obama, Mama?
Good money. That was good money during them days.
Good money spent on all things. Anywho's, before we turn this into political blue and red show.
I know.
Which the only colors, you know what
we switch colors during that time of the year, don't we?
That's right. I'm not blue, I'm not red, I'm red, white, and blue. Motherfucker.
With some stars and stripes.
That's right.
And the Eagles flag. America.
That's right. That's the only color we bleed here.
Hey, I need to remind you, Mother's Day is coming up.
Ooh.
So maybe sell some stuff on eBay for people to buy for their moms.
Great idea.
And or buy something for your mom from somebody on eBay.
Ooh. We already found something for my Nana.
Okay.
Found a nice Nana sign.
Does it say, welcome to Nana's garden?
It says, thanks for being my Nana.
Thank you for being my friend.
That's right. No, that's a great idea. Like I said, because, let's be honest. Mother's Day is a great holiday, but being a good son is sometimes difficult when you get to Mother's Day.
Oh, it's just, yeah, it's hard. It kind of sneaks up on you. I know you're with me. You got in-laws, you got sisters. It's like, who do I buy stuff for? Who don't I buy stuff for?
And we all want to, we all very much care. We do everything, but it's really showing how do you care. And not necessarily all people, but some people measure that up by the gifts that you purchase.
You're probably not going to come buy your mom a, shirt from me or whatever. Maybe you are, some shoes. I don't know.
Hey,
but go buy it from somebody, right?
Mom was a big fan of that Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Mama was. She was rocking the old 316 gimmick all the way down that trailer hood you grew up in.
The trailer hood.
That had a nice swimming pool. I'm starting to rethink your life a little bit.
Find something
that you hand dug if you look back.
That's right, the hand dug pool. Find something that's going to remind Mom of the good days.
Okay. So what's something you'd recommend?
Like I said, I think the easiest way is maybe go through some pictures. Like maybe go through some pictures when you were a kid and like things were good. And maybe go in and try
the good times.
The good times. Maybe go in and try and find a T-shirt that you were wearing or something, maybe your Christmas presents from a year.
Where did you get this piece of crap? I thought I gave this away to Goodwill 5 years ago. It won't fit you no more. And you're like, yeah, remember this T-Rex shirt?
That's right, Mom.
I'm retaking that picture.
I bought that on. Yeah, you can do one of those recreate pictures that people like to do nowadays.
Hey, I need to cut you off there. You talked about the Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt. I bought another batch. Once again, went on the Facebook.
Oh, God.
Very similar to the last time, right? And I see a bunch of wrestling shirts, which is my thing. Man. So I go through them because you can't just buy. It's just like anything. If you don't do the research, you don't know what you're talking about or looking for. You can make a big mistake. So I go through them all. And this guy was a big guy. I'm guessing he lost weight.
I love those big guy shirts because more material means more money.
So I say to him, hey, fella.
Hey, big boy.
Hey, buddy. What do you want for all these? $5 a shirt. There's probably 7 shirts, something like that.
Okay.
Maybe 6 to 7. I don't know. And I'm like, okay, how much to ship them? So he comes up with some figure. I don't know how he got the figure, like $5. I'm like, it's going to cost you more than $5 to ship all them, but hey, we're good.
Sold.
I'll take them. Here's my zip code. Here's my thing. Send you over the PayPal money. And what size are these? You know, some of them had one. Oh, they're all 4 to 5X,
Ooh.
XL. So I'm like, that's my kind of people down at the wrestling matches. I might be hawking those out in the parking lot. And so, anyways, guys send them over to me. He's like, it costs a little more to ship them from the FedEx. And I thought, well, I'll cover it because that's what I told you. I'm like, yeah, I knew that. But anyway, so I got me another bunch coming in. My original box I was talking about last week's came in. Got them all up for sale. I got that rolling. Yeah, so just right there. So I have a Stone Cold University shirt, I believe, from the night. Oh, I got Undertaker from 1994 with the tag still.
I still remember when Hulk Hogan was out and they called Earthquake out of the seats.
Random guy just sitting there.
Random guy just comes sitting.
Just happens to be about 500 pounds.
Yeah, 500 and some. And they brought him in, and
bless his heart, no longer with us.
Most of those guys are no longer with us. Let's be honest.
The Hulks are still around, brother.
Oh man, you mean Terry?
Yeah.
No, what we're getting at here is buy something nice for your mom.
Buy something nice for your mom, and if ever you're at the wrestling show and they call somebody out of the audience, he works for them.
That's right.
What did the Earthquake do? Now you got me suspensed.
Oh, don't you? The Earthquake's like his money move, like he'd sit on you.
Yeah, well, did he sit on Hulk?
Oh yeah,
he came out of the crowd and attacked him.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, it was good stuff, man.
I remember, and I've sold. So Earthquake once sat on Jake the Snake Roberts' his snake bag.
His boa constrictor.
He killed his pythons, and wouldn't you know it, that he had Jake over for some burgers, and they were eating the burgers, and it turns out that it was made out of his python, and didn't that make just Jake go about sick as can be? And couldn't believe that they do something like that. That evil man. That's how bad of a man he was. That Hill.
Now, before people start judging,
this is a long time ago.
Wrestling was one of those things. It was reality TV before reality TV was cool.
I just think all your reality shows, your Beverly Hills, all this and that, it's all fake too.
Yeah, it's all based off of WWF.
It's all scripted. So anyways,
there was two kinds of daytime reality.
He finds out that he's been eating a snake, and boy, is he going to take that out on him in the ring. Well, there was a Toys R Us closing a few years ago, and they had an Earthquake action figure with the Jake the Snake in the bag that you can make him sit on, and I might have bought a few of those and sold it on eBay.
That's unreal. What I'm trying to say is, before you judge us for our wrongdoings, well, our different doings, wrestling is the whole reason this entire reality stuff even exists. You had daytime soap operas. Heaven forbid that what's his name, Victor dies again on Days of Our Lives.
He was married to her the whole time,
and then Adam dies and comes back for the 7th time. That was kind of what back in the day. That was the women's realm, and wrestling was the men's realm. But what I'm trying to say is,
buy your mom something real nice.
Buy her something, mom, real nice.
Something real nice, Clark.
Real nice. But go back to those times, because like I said, that's what I look at a lot of eBay stuff, is it's memories that you're buying. It's nostalgia. It is those Christmas items. It's those things that bring you back in time that you can't buy.
I just had an idea.
Oh, I like when I spark ideas.
I need to go buy my mom a Bee Gees cassette tape.
See?
Because somebody, not going to name names, may have spray painted a Bee Gees tape once in the garage with some orange spray paint for no good reason and ruined my mom's good Bee Gees cassette tape.
That shark, he's going to be in trouble one day.
So I'm gonna buy that and become the favorite once again.
You're welcome, Barb. That was my idea.
And maybe a cassette player, because
I know a guy who may or may not have a Walkman in his closet right now that he could,
You better put that up on eBay. Is it a real Walkman?
Oh, yeah,
Sony brand?
Yeah, it's a real one.
What are you sitting on that for? That's money.
I know, but I have a lot of cassette tapes that I don't want to. I still want to be able to use it.
Sell them all together. Buy that CD-ROM.
Well, I got one, back a long time ago when they had, cassette recording for your machine, for your, do you call it? Your answer machine.
For when you went to court and needed to have your deposition recorded, or what?
Yes, when my lines were tapped.
For when you have a caller, yeah.
Yeah, I had an answer machine.
Answer machine, yeah.
And I may or may not have recorded with these cassette tapes. So I need to convert.
Tell me you have something like the George Costanza where you're singing, "Believe it or not, Adam isn't at home. Leave a message after the beep."
I may or may not have to give you some audio of these cassette tapes that I have.
Well, this might be a bonus show, just of you singing these little parody tunes to leave you a message at the beep with. Or the old, "Hello?" And then you wait, "Hello? I'm not home."
Dead serious. I may or may not have a recording of that when I was on an ecclesiastical awayness for 2 years, and that was our message.
Your church-related vacation?
Yes, my vacation in Arkansas. May or may not have had a fun, jazzy message about "believe it or not, we are not home."
I was on a religious affiliated vacation as well at a time, and my go-to trick might have been selling the answering machines to the new recruits, we'll call them, and then they'd get to their apartment to find out that they already had one provided to them, but I'd pocket the $20 and not refund it.
Or you sell them the phone, because this is long before cell phones.
This is before cell phones. This is landline days.
Yeah, and you get the good, you get the good cell phone, or the good, not cell phone, cordless phone.
I had people that were, you'd have to get your own cordless.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd have the new recruits come in and we'd be talking whatever, and I'd say, "Hey, I'll do you a solid. I'll give you this answering machine, just $20, so on and so forth." And I have some people probably still have some heat with some people over taking their $20.
You mean over Glurt stuff?
Well, and then go ahead and go sell it to somebody else. I said, you can go sell that to the next batch that comes in. This you can perpetuate this crime.
Perpetual, yeah.
Oh,
no.
And I'd also say, and it's customary for you to take us out for a steak dinner.
That's right.
And that happened not very often.
So when I was on that ecclesiastical vacation, man, my favorite thing to do on Mondays, go to the thrift stores.
Go to the thrift stores,
That was the best, going to thrift stores. I may or may not, and it's really I do, bought an 8-track player that I shipped home. I was buying 8-tracks left and right, man.
Where's that bad boy at now?
I don't know where it is. I think I got rid of it like when I moved, but I know I had an 8-track, some 8-track players, and man, I loved it.
Well, there you go. Get the old 8-tracks out and sell it in the eBay.
Yeah.
Also, big movie coming out this weekend's the Marvel The Avengers one. So with your headphones, the old Star-Lord, I know you know all about this. Good time to be selling, my friend.
I did. I think I got an Incredible Hulk shirt that I bought.
Get her up. Get her listed.
It already is.
I'm going to be there at 7:45 tomorrow with my family, and we're going to watch the show, and no spoilers.
I don't even know what you're talking about. We were just talking about this in the car. Some weird movie's coming out tomorrow.
Best 3 hours of your life.
I highly doubt
And by that 3 hours, you have to watch like 20 hours to know what's up.
Best 3 hours of my...
I don't need to know the best 3 hours of your life.
It may or may not have been hearing
There's a lot of may or may not ofs in your life. Let's have some mays.
The prequel to the Jerry Sloan story.
Oh, that was a good one.
We got to get some real details, because I told you I'm going to New York, New England, the two combined, in different places.
The Eastern Seaboard.
And we may or may not need to take that special message that you got.
Well, let's tell this gets to 60, and you guys can know what's up with 60 positive reviews. But yeah, we'll set something up.
Well, there's I think we're to that point, buddy. There's 3 things that are certain now.
Oh man, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to go get my popcorn.
The first thing is we will ramble.
Yeah, I need to get after Friday after work. Now I gotta sneak listen to the theater and get some. So shout out to friend Trevor Hooper, who I just saw the other day. When we were kids, sorry, I have to tell this story.
It's part of the number 1 will ramble.
Yeah, when I was going. So we were kids, and we'd go to the dollar theaters, right? And then we'd probably sneak into like movies that we weren't supposed to be in, or stay extra long, or stuff like that.
That's why they call you backdoor Evie.
And we'd bring in our snacks or what have you. We'd go to the dollar store before load up on.
I think everybody did that.
Yeah, but not everybody just ate them out in the open. So we were probably in a movie that we shouldn't have even been in because we A, didn't pay for it, or it was restricted above our age level at the time, or something like that, right? And old Trevor Hooper has has his treats right out, his M&Ms and his Coke or whatever, and the usher, because they used to have ushers and things like that, comes walking up to him and, sir, you can't have that in here. What are you going to do about it? You got to leave the movie. I'm not leaving. You got to put that away. Nope. And then he just keeps eating, watching the movie. You're going to have to leave, sir. No, I'm going to sit here and finish the movie. This is pre 9/11. Because now they probably arrest you.
Yes.
And so anyways, and the kid just like, okay, and walks off eventually. So shout out to Trevor Hooper, who dared to do things I never would, to this day, dare do.
Exactly.
And now I'm thinking about all the treats I have to do for a 3-hour movie, man. I'm going to have a...
Just when you go,
Whopper.
when you get your treats, don't take the limited edition M&Ms, because you're eating dimes every time you eat.
Yeah, Waddy. That was... I'm proud of you for eating those without telling your friend, lecturing him right in the middle of that pet cemetery saying, this is scarier than the movie.
It just cost me $0.25 to pop that peanut.
Where did you get these at? I need to buy a box of them.
It's fine.
Okay. Sorry.
No, we were just back to the Maverick gas station, and I said, look, they're not here anymore. Good time to get them up.
Get them going, and even the ones that... Well, okay, so back to this. The one that wins will be in the gas station soon, so you want to get those sold because they're popular right now and people don't know they won. The other two that don't win, people are going to run out of their storage, and they're going to run out of them pretty fast because they're going to chomp on them a little more than they think they are, and you're going to be the only game in town that can sell them for a pretty penny.
So I had all three. If you're going back, this is the limited edition vote on M&Ms, and I like the peanut versions. You had jalapeno ones. You had some Thai coconut ones, and you had some toffee ones.
Who's your winner?
I like the jalapenos.
Well, that's what you like anyways.
It's true, but you know what the best was? The combination of the jalapeno with the toffee one.
See, I've heard good things about the coconut.
I'm not a coconut
That's
guy.
like an Almond Joy. I'm not a coconut guy either, but who's voting?
I like coconut curry, though. Massaman curry.
Curry in a hurry.
Ooh, never heard of that. That could be your new mobile...
It's a restaurant.
Where?
Salt Lake.
Never heard of her.
Salt Lake City. It's the state capital of the state we live in.
Curry in a Hurry, the place.
Well, just because you haven't heard of it. There's a lot you haven't heard of.
Well, obviously, I'd never heard of a waffle whistle.
Woofie whistle.
Oh, a woofie whistle, sure.
Like a wolf, like a wolf man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come out here in the hills. I'm going to show you where we go squatching. You might find you a dogman.
I might take you snipe hunting one day.
I've been snipe hunting.
Yeah, but I'm an expert.
You probably think you've caught one.
But I think I can show you the pictures.
Yeah.
I may or may not. Actually, I won't go may or may not. I have, for my college course, my English paper. You know what my assignment was?
It was to turn it in before 5 years.
I had a deadline, and I wrote about Sasquatch.
Did you?
Absolutely.
Boy, I'm a big Sasquatch fan.
My English teacher, pretty cool, man. He loves to write about extraterrestrial stuff.
Okay, we're going to have to do an Art Bell whole Grown Up and Prom.
We'll do that. But again, getting back to our three things that are certain.
Okay. I feel like I took us off the train a few times this episode. I feel pretty good about it.
Thanks, conductor.
For the boring stuff about the stores, it was good information.
Oh, it's great.
This second half has been a little looser, a little loosey-goosey.
Yeah, that's your... yeah. Anywho's, it's all good stuff. The nuts and bolts is what you need to make the money. The rest is just entertainment.
Sports entertainment.
It's all here to keep you chuckling.
This is eBay entertainment at its finest.
That's right. Thank you.
All right, what are the two things? You said three things.
Well, we'll ramble. That's the given. That's what I'm certain.
So we bring up that we're going to close the show, then we ramble for 20 minutes, and then we close the show. That's a given. Okay, I'll give you that.
That's the way it works. But the two things that are certain in life, my friend...
DeathPiles
and taxes.
Woo!
Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beep. I must be out or I pick up the phone. Where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not home.
George, pick up. I know you're screening for Allison.
Hey.
So, coffee shop?
No, I can't. She knows I go there. It's not secure. Hey, I got another call coming in. I gotta let the machine get it. Bye. Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beep. I must be out, or I'd pick up the phone. Where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not home.
George, are you there? I hate that stupid message. I know you're avoiding me. I'm at the office. Please call me. I've got to talk to you.
Hi, Allison. Oh, I guess you're not at home. I probably should have tried you at the office. Anyway, good to hear from you. Really looking forward to the ball.